Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. It's Friday! Woo! The weekend. Again, doesn't it come around fast every week? Time flies by. It's scary. So welcome to Psychic Cafe. I will be giving mini reads, hopefully, this morning. Nobody's booked in yet, but if you want a mini read, you can book in now while I'm live. You can book in at any time. If you're watching the I was going to say preview, but it's not a preview. If you're watching the replay, then you can book in at any time because I'll just do your reading, the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, which is done 3 times a week, if you're new. If you're on here live with me, you can book while I'm live as well. If you've got a question for your higher self, burning question, you want to know about your career or about your love life or about a decision that you're making, or what else could there be? General guidance even. You can book in for one of those mini reads. Hey Maria. So apart from that, I'll be giving a twin flame read and see what's going on at the moment. If I remember rightly, on Wednesday we had a little bit of a turn. Let's see if things have changed. I got a new, I did my nails yesterday. It was really funny because I'd given up on my new nail varnish arriving, colour changing nail varnish, not nail varnish, gel, arriving. Because it was supposed to be delivered like 2 days ago. It said it was out for delivery and attempted deliveries and all kinds of things. So yesterday I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to do my nails with, they were all like, lost sound. Looks like it's sounding to me. Morning, Sarah. It looks like it's still going to me. Yeah, the bars are still going. Let me know anyone else if you can't hear. Anyway, so I started doing my nails. And I got all the stuff out and I started preparing my nails, and it was just as I was doing the, you know, the whole filing thing and everything. Mr. Man, delivery man came with my new nail varnishes anyway. So this is one of them. It's pink to purple. Pink when it's warm, purple when it's cool. And so that's kind of fun. I got 2 others as well. There's like a pink, a darker pinkier to red, and my usual greeny bluey kind of colour. You can hear fine. Just you, Maria. You lost your sound. Hello, apricot. So yeah, if anyone wants a mini read, book yourself in while I'm live. You can do that. And it's your TV. Yeah. Let's put that on. And let's get some cards out. Exciting times for me because I'm launching my new channel, hopefully this evening. The first video is almost ready to go out, but one of the sections that I filmed 2 days ago lost the audio midway through, so I've got to film it again today. Hence why I look exactly the same as I did on Wednesday. How am I doing? I remembered the makeup that I did, and I did exactly the same. My nails will be different, but I'm wearing the same. It should be exactly the same. So I'll be doing that, and then hopefully launching my new channel this weekend. Hopefully tonight, if it's all ready by then, but if not, Saturday for sure. So that's exciting. You'll all have to, I'll put it in social media and everything, you know, so that you can all find it in the Be Healing stuff. I'd love for you to check it out. That's Health, Fitness, Lifestyle channel that I'll be doing, that I am doing. I already got the first 3 videos ready. Well, the first one, not quite ready, but second and third, ready to go. Oh, apart from the thumbnails. I haven't done the thumbnails for the second and third. But yeah, all set and ready to go. You have to give me your feedback as well. Let's get some cards out. Let's see what's going on for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames at the moment. Holding energy back, huh? 4 of Pentacles. It's pretty cool, this nail varnish, isn't it? On my shorter nails, of course, it doesn't go purple because they're too warm. I like it. And sometimes it's weird. It's like at training, it was all pink, completely pink because it was warm. And then when I came back and I was taking stuff out to the bins, they were all completely purple. It's kind of fun to know what temperature I am with my nails. 4 of Pentacles is the card of holding back energy, of like keeping to ourselves, you know, not really engaging at the moment. 4 of Swords. That's that retreating back. I need to heal myself. I'm not good. I don't feel good at the moment. I'm hurting, or there's something going on, and yeah, it's that kind of stuff. They're fun, aren't they, apricot? I do have another one that I was already wearing, like that light. It was like a light blue sparkly. I think that's the one I had on last, wasn't it? Light blue sparkly that would go to like a darker blue at the ends. Yeah, they're fun. It's a little bit more interesting than just a flat colour. Oh dear, well, things aren't very good at the moment with Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, or with one of them anyway. 10 of Pentacles, building things up for the future. That looking to the future, wanting to build something, wanting to create something. 10 of Pentacles can indicate work, career, building a business, that kind of thing. That could be going on for somebody, or not going on for somebody. The world, change, okay. Could include travel as well. Okay, so completion of a chapter, start of a new chapter. For some, this might indicate, because that full moon that we just had was a bit of a doozy. It was like really threw things up in the air, change everything, face up to it, face up to things that aren't working, face up to things that have got to end, that kind of thing. So we've got a lot of change going on right now. The energies are quite magnified. Do you feel it? Do you feel it too? I see it around me. And I see it in people getting in touch with me, people making big decisions, change. And so that's going to be affecting Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine as well, of course. And we see it here. There might be 10 of Pentacles, like business launches, like I'll be doing, or folding it, changing your mind. There could be travel. There could be leaving something behind. But there's this withdrawn energy kind of from relationships. It's like, I'll take a step back, I need to sort myself out. It could be a shit hit the fan and realization, or it could be just this isn't working, I need to focus on my long term now, something like that. But there's change here with the World card. End of a chapter, start of a new chapter. With the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, it doesn't feel like the start of the new chapter is relationship. Got the Queen of Swords, boundaries. The card of No is the Queen of Swords, the boundaries, the I can't do this right now kind of energy. Thank you. Sarah. Boundaries, huh? Well, I for one, the one that I thought might be mine is leaving. It didn't work out for him, he's leaving, so this kind of makes sense for me. I was biding my time anyway, you know, because when people move to this island, you just never know. You got to give them time, right, to settle in, to show who they really are and to see if they're sticking around, and I'm kind of glad that I did bide my time. You got your sound back, yay! I don't know whether we're talking about Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, but I think it's Divine Masculine, but then that might just be me. It could be either. These are the energies that are about. It's going to be affecting everybody. The Six of Pentacles, reciprocation energy. Okay, boundaries. Boundaries are reciprocated, both taking a step back. Hey, Carly. And the Five of Pentacles. The long, slow walk alone in the snow. So it's like time to be alone, time to focus on your own stuff. Absolutely. Feels that way to me in my own life. Which is kind of interesting because two guys that I know, one of them is actually featured in my first video for my lifestyle channel. And this other guy, trainer, Mai Tai, were going to come round and visit me yesterday evening, but when they called, I was busy editing a video. I don't have my phone on when I'm doing that kind of stuff, so I never got the call. And they said maybe tonight. Well, I'm launching a channel, so I don't know whether tonight's a very good idea, but I know both of them, well, I know that one of them likes me. I wasn't sure about the other one, so that they both want to come round makes me think that they're going to try and fight over me or something like that. Distractions, but To me, this feels like it's saying, retreat to your corners. I'm going to give it a boxing theme. So you're in a boxing ring, you retreat to your corners. Oh, there's things changing in my Ten of Pentacles, my career, or what I'm building up. Have to have boundaries now. Unable to reciprocate. I've got to walk my own path. So you know how I was talking about divine masculine needs to... it's got like a rite of passage. He's got to step up. He's got to kind of man up and kind of prove himself, you know, prove himself as the divine masculine, like do something. There's this, it's time for the masculine to master themselves, right? And prove themselves as being worthy. We've got a whole load of divine feminines, well, maybe not a whole load of them, but certainly more than divine masculines in the world at the moment. Because for the last, 50 years, women have been leveling up. We've had to. And the men haven't had to do that. They've kind of had it easy. So now we've got a whole load of divine feminines going, okay, where are the men? Where are the men that have got this high level too? Well, there's not many of them about. So we're like, come on, guys, step up. Now, there could be a few in the running for each of us, but they've got these opportunities, let's call it that, opportunities to level up, to master themselves, to do the right thing. So they've been given these challenges at the moment, the ones that want to go for it, not the ones that want to be lazy and carry on playing the computer games and smoking weed and stuff like that. They ain't going to do it. But the ones that are up for it and up for that challenge and like, yes, I want to build something for myself. I want this. I want an amazing relationship. They've got those challenges now. The universe isn't putting something in the way. It's more like you've got to not pass this test first, but prove worthy first. Yeah, get your house in order, and that's what I'm seeing here in these cards, so that they can reciprocate. Because otherwise, they can't reciprocate, and that's no good. So, got to walk our paths alone at the moment. Not what we want to hear, but it is what it is. So let's get more out, so hopefully it's going to focus on the divine feminine now, because I want to know what, well, perhaps it's both. You see, both could be going through these energies. It tends to be mirrored, doesn't it? But first, let's do Sarah's mini read. If anyone else wants a mini read, here you go. Let me put too much stuff. There's the link for it. Let's do Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says, we're going to Ireland, work out for Ian. Olivier. My new Colombian coffee is really nice. I've got it right now, the right amount of water that I put in the machine to make it really good strength. Ooh. How about Ireland, huh? Let me see. So, we're going to Ireland, work out for Ian Olivier. Let's see. Will it? Yes. Ooh. Tell us more about that, please, guys. Be firmer and grace, getting more into the flow. So, or noticing the flow more, meaning things will work out. Things will work out. Hi, Michelle. I am well. I'm very good, thanks. 8.5 hours sleep last night, and I woke up at 5:20 this morning, so I went for a walk on the beach. The moon was big and bright, so now I've got Dancing in the Moonlight in my head, and had in fact I was whistling it and singing it on my way out to my walk, all jolly in the moonlight. And then the sun wasn't up, but it kind of lit the sky, you know, on its way up. It was nice this morning. A few people out on the beach. I now know what the big dog is called here, called Dang Red, which makes sense because it's a reddy sandy coloured dog. Mr. Man, Mr. Fruit Fairy, he feeds all the cats along the way. So when I go out in the morning, he goes about the same time as me, and he goes out with a load of cat food and feeds all the cats on the way to the beach. So they're often hanging around and like running up to me, wondering if I'm like in on this feeding them deal. and I'm not, but I like that they do that. What else happened? The beach. Yeah, a few people walking, and there's a couple of groups of people still out from last night, still drinking and carrying on. It's like the shifts take over to the morning people when I go out. You randomly woke up before my live. Oh wow, Sarah. Yeah, so it's looking good for Ian going to Ireland. Cool. What's all that about then? What's he going to be doing, Sarah? Let's get some more cards out for the collective then. Anyone else wants a mini read? Then book yourselves in. The link there is in the thingy. Oh, I didn't put my finishing powder on. That's one thing I did differently this time. It just softens up my blush. I'll do that before I shoot that video. Omens, da da da, catastrophe, minor catastrophes, omens. Oh dear. So yeah, like I said, for some, the shit could have hit the fan and they need to face up to something. It's not all, it feels bad when we're going through that kind of thing, but it's not altogether bad. Sometimes we welcome it when we see like someone else going through it, you know? Not in a mean way, but you know, if you've got a friend that just keeps on doing the same thing and kind of never learns, and then eventually the shit hits the fan for them, and then they finally kind of learn what they were not doing before. There's that, oh, you know, this will be good for them kind of a feeling that you get, and that's what I'm getting from that is, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Of course, it'll be right in the end. Bad thing going on where he's from. Oh, okay. Well, Ireland's looking good, like things will flow nicely. So there you go. Then we've got the Five of Fire. This one here. Five of Fire. Jupiter. Everyone's favourite uncle, generous, fun and charming. We haven't seen him for a long time in these readings either. Is known as the great benefactor. Hello, Ishaka. Am I saying that right? He's always surrounded by a crowd who bask in the favours flowing in his wake. Jupiter is a large planet and astrologically packs a big punch. Jupiter represents expansion, growth, progress and abundance. Although often associated with material good luck, Jupiter also blesses our lives in other ways by bringing joy, faith, inspiration and understanding. All of these experiences usually lead to a healthy optimism that encourages us to expand our worlds with new experiences such as travelling, networking or taking classes. We do have some travel here on the table, so there could be movement afoot. See that with Sarah's question, right? We kind of see it with what's going on for someone that's in my world at the moment. More, not just that person either. There's other people, there's like shifts happening, like it's time to move on, it's time to make a change. Five of Fire in a reading lets us know that good things are afoot and to enjoy them. See? Good things are afoot. That's what I was getting from that omens, the tower. We don't like it when we're going through it, but it's actually a good thing that's happening. Whatever lucky break comes our way is a gift, which can be enjoyed for its own sake, or it can be parlayed into something even greater. Use the happiness and optimism that the gift generates to create even more good luck by seeking out even more experiences. Oh. Then we've got the Eight of Water. She's stirring the pot. Oh, my arms. Oh my God, the workout I did yesterday. CrossFit. Woo! 45 ring. What do you call them? Ring ups. There's two like rings that are hanging from dangly doodahs, and then you jump up into them, and then you do tricep push-ups on them. 45 of them. 45 handstand push-ups, literally upside down push-ups, and 45 push-ups. It's all shoulders, and I'm feeling it. I wasn't feeling it before until I lifted my hand up there and I was like, oh my God, yes, I remember that workout. I won. I did it the fastest time. I did it because push-ups, pushing is my strong point. I do so many push-ups when I'm doing Muay Thai training, that's why. I did it in what? Can't remember, 7 minutes and 38 seconds or something like that. Followed about 20 seconds later by my friend. I often win, unless there's box jump overs, I'm useless at them. Jumping up is not one of my strong points. 8 of water, and I don't really know why. I don't know why I'm not bouncy. I would like to be more bouncy. 8 of water, magic and transformation. Llewllyn, I've probably said that wrong because it's a Welsh name and it's probably pronounced something that doesn't remotely look anything like the English phonetic version of that word, like Welsh often does. Llewllyn is a popular Welsh goddess and is associated with many things: prophecy, magic, death, rebirth, divine wisdom and inspiration. In this instance, we're thinking about her as the goddess of the cauldron. Cauldron is symbolic of a place where magic happens. That is, something is transformed into something else. Llewllyn is perhaps best known as the goddess of the cauldron, for it's said that some versions of the myths that it was in a cauldron that she created Llewllyn, the famous bard, although in some versions a womb symbolize the cauldron. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Making a baby in a womb rather than a cauldron makes more sense. Magically speaking, whenever we cast a circle, we create a type of cauldron. A place out of a place, a time out of a time, a safe place where magic occurs. The 8 of water is a time of powerful change. Your intent and decisions will have long-term ramifications and will shape the directions being determined at this time. You have the power to create the transformation you seek. Hey Claire. Michelle, it's called Hey Claire. I haven't made it yet. I'm going to make it and put my first video out like that. So, hey Linda. Hey Claire. So it's a play on my name, of course, because my name is Claire Louise Hay, H-A-Y, but it's going to be H-E-Y, Claire. And my maiden name was Hayes, H-E-Y-E-S, which is why I kept I should probably change it to Hay, like H-E-Y. Anyway, I kept my married name because it's not that much different. And it's actually easier than being called Hayes because you don't need to spell it anymore. I didn't need to spell it anymore. I always used to have to spell my maiden name all the time. So, hey Claire, it is. You're welcome, Linda. Good to see you here. So, time of powerful change. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it with my new channel. This feels like this reading's for me as well. I think everyone's got this transformation time. I told you that full moon was really powerful 2 days ago. And everyone's got this new start, transformation kind of stuff. Interestingly enough, like I didn't even realize 2 weeks ago when I was recording the energy update for today, that I was going to be launching my channel this weekend. I only made the decision to launch my channel this weekend, this week. It's been in the running for months now. I've been talking about it for a long time, I know. But I also know how YouTube works and I needed a strong start. And so I've been waiting until I was ready for that strong start. And fueled by getting my new camera, which I'm absolutely loving, this little thing. It's so much fun and it means that I can get the B-roll footage that I want. I can take this on my bike, I can take it to Muay Thai train, I can wear it on here like my microphone, I can clip it onto a cap, and it's just great for B-roll footage, which is what I need for those kind of videos, a lot of that stuff. So yeah, and the daily today said, even though you might have felt like you were procrastinating before, you actually weren't, you didn't have the ingredients yet for it. And I'm like, this reading's for me, and I didn't even realize it was 2 weeks ago when I made it. All these synchronicities, right? So if you've got stuff like that happening at the moment, synchronicities, go for it. It's definitely time, but it's 10 of Pentacles stuff. It's stuff to, well, for abundance, like that card said, for abundance, and not necessarily the relationship stuff time at the moment. And it's got me thinking, because I don't know if I told you guys this, many, many years ago, before I even moved to Australia, so I will have been like 29 or 30, I went to a psychic. A friend of mine said, do you want to come to this psychic fair with me this weekend, Claire? And I said, yes. And I'd never been to one before. And this guy with white hair shone out to me when I went in this big hall where it was. And it was like there was a spotlight on him, you know, when people just shine out like that. And I'm like, him, I need to go see him. She's like, okay. So we wandered round. When I got to him, he was fully booked up. He was a reader. He was fully booked up. And he's like, well, you could come back tomorrow. I'm like, okay. Well, my friend was busy the next day, but I went back by myself just to see him, just to have a reading with him. I'd already booked in with him, and I'm glad I did. He told me a lot of things, but one of them was that I'd meet my man when I'm middle-aged. And I was thinking, you know, you don't want to be told that when you're 29, do you? I was thinking, no, I can manifest it. I can manifest it different. And he said, and he's a professional sportsman. I'm like, okay, sounds nice. Didn't make that much sense to me then, but it's making more sense to me now. So it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest that my new YouTube channel might be leading me to the person who's right for me. Oop. You're excited about all the possibilities that this portal has for us all. Is that what it is, a portal? Have other people been saying it's a portal? I didn't know. I didn't see this coming, but I'm feeling it, and it's that full moon. It's around that full moon we just had 2 days ago. Look what we've got here, Litha. This is fertility time, which can mean, you know, couples getting together and having babies or creating something together. But it's the happiness card. It's the sun, and fertility. Creativity, same thing. When I'm doing energy healings, down here, that energy center there, it's our passion, sexuality, but also it's like drive. It's drive for like building things, creating things. That's where our creativity comes from too. Hello, better than nothing. A loop. Oh. Can you hear that? My wrists, dreadful. It must be time for a massage, I think. Oh yeah, maybe I'll have one tomorrow. Not today, too busy today. Ostara, she comes out so much, doesn't she? She does. Hello from the USA. Hello, USA. Hello from Thailand. Ostara. Well, here she is, Temperance. Balance, grace, flowing easily with the world. Be at ease with your life at the moment. Being in the right place at the right time. Things are unfolding perfectly now, and we just have to go with it. And change, we don't like change so much. It can be jarring, but it's only jarring if we don't flow with it. It's only jarring if we think, this is wrong, this is bad, I don't like this tower. You know, if we start fighting against it like that, even in our minds with the way that we're looking at it, that's when we can't flow with it. But if we are, like this one said, it's good. Even though it might be disruptive right now and it's not what you expected, it's good, and just flow with it. It's taking you to good things. So that's what we need to do, flow with it. There's nothing wrong. Even if it's like, oh, this wasn't meant to happen, this is not what I was hoping for. There's something real good about it. You'll see. You'll see. The path. This is the Hermit card. We've got to walk this path alone, very similar to this card. Can you feel the energy is the same in this card? They've got the twigs and the snow, and it's the same energy. Even though it's a different card, it's the same energy. It's time to walk that path alone at the moment. It doesn't mean like you've got to be by yourself and lonely. It means we each have, we're each a unique soul spirit with our own connection to source and abundance, and we've got our own higher selves, and they're leading us forward on our own paths. There's certain things that are our own, right? Like our career and stuff like that. It's really, that's just for us. Sure, there's a relationship path too, but our life path that is our own has to be walked alone. Sometimes relationships can be distractions off that, but if a relationship is in line with us, it will be down that path, down that unique individual path that we've got. That's what it's saying. Ooh, bell time, the lovers. They'll be down that path, you see. Yeah, they'll be down that path. So Maiden of Air is like butterflies. Is it transforming through change? I don't know. Maiden of Air encourages intuitive, spontaneous and joyful communication. So she's being all spontaneous. She's got butterflies around her. So yes, about communication, but also about transformation too, and the way that she's thinking about it. So being spontaneous, rolling with the punches, going along with the changes. Hello, healing love. 9 of Earth. This is about being happy in your field, where you're at the moment. Try and be good with where you're at right now. 9 of Pentacles. Single, independent, happy where you are. This cow's in its own field, and it's just chewing its cud, chewing that grass, going, I'm good. I got a belly full of grass. May you please be added. Added to what? Ooh. Let's get some miserable ladies out, otherwise known as the So Below deck. I'm feeling it today. This deck. So a lot of change right now. It's not a time to kind of be moving together. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Definitely not a time to be moving together. More of a time to be on our own paths. Paths will converge eventually. Look, the lovers are down there, down that path, down that individual path. So do be acting on those, the changes that you've got flowing into your life at the moment, especially around this full moon that's just gone down. The 5 of Swords, there's an element of competition. There's an element, I don't know. Let me read it out of this deck, because this deck it's more like the tarot than that one is, but like traditional tarot, but it's still not exactly the same. And I want to get the message from this deck. Our society encourages intense competition on many levels and in many areas of life. Even for those who win, there can be conflicted feelings about a situation. Friendly competition is only a few steps removed from conflict. While winning can feel great, it can feel lots of other things too. Mixed reactions in a competitive situation. Interesting. Defeat. Winning or defeat. Our egos are the only ones that have a problem with winning and losing. It's interesting because, you know, CrossFit is quite competitive. Even like the workouts, we're competing against each other for time or for rounds and stuff like that. But when you've got people that go to gyms, generally, they're pretty cool with themselves and with other people. And so very rare that egos get involved. Occasionally there'll be somebody, but it's very rare. Anyway, even so, what I've noticed is the only part of like this competitive side, which is kind of the anti-competitive side, that I've seen in there is Tuesdays is partner workout day. So you team up with someone and you both do the workout together. You share it together. So teamwork. I really like it. It's fun. But a lot of the people that do CrossFit every day don't come on Tuesdays. And I've asked, like, why don't you come? Like, aren't you a team player? And they're like, yeah, but I just feel too bad. Like I'm letting the other person down and stopping them from winning. And it's like, oh, that is also ego. That's as much ego as saying, like, I want to win at all costs. And so I don't want to team up with someone else because they'll hold me back. You know, it's the equal and opposite extreme, right? It's only ego that has a problem with winning and losing. Interesting. Hello, Mandy. So, something about that, winning and losing and the ego and stuff like that, reactions that we have to winning and losing, especially if this world card, this change card is seen as a defeat, seen as like, yeah, death, big change for a rebirth. So this might be being taken as a defeat at the moment. It might be being taken as winning at the moment. But no matter what, if you don't flow with it and just understand that all is well, then your ego is getting involved. So what this is saying is, if you're feeling any particular kind of a way, judgmentally kind of a way about what's happening to you or to your person at the moment with change involved, then that's just your ego. So try and flow with it instead and know that all is well. Hanged Man, change your mind about it. Change your perspective. Change your perspective about it. And because all is well. Sometimes it's hard to get to that, especially if we've been really like invested in wanting it to work out in a certain way and hoping and trying to get it to manifest to work out in a certain way. We often can't see which way is best for things to work out, and when we try and take control of it too much, take control of the manifestation of it too much, and it's like, oh, I see that it might be able to work out this way, so I'm really invested in it working out in that particular way, and then it doesn't, we can have big reactions to that. Strength. You got to be strong and keep on going. Endurance. Keep this up. Keep on going down this path. Keep on going down that path. It'll come good. There'll be light at the end of the tunnel, whatever tunnel it is you're in at the moment. But it's the message here seems to be, it's very important how you take this at the moment, the way that you think about it. Because we can stall ourselves by resistance, can't we? Feeling bad about changes that are happening in the way that we're going, like this has gone wrong. But it hasn't gone wrong, that's the thing. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. Especially with the Death card out there as well. Some major arcanas, right? Death, the Hanged Man, and Strength. It's like, keep on going, because this is like, with death, there's always something to give up, yeah, but there's a rebirth that comes from it. And how fitting that it's like a full moon that we just had 2 days ago that is kind of making this change come about. Then the Ace of Wands. We have to let go of the control, right? Because as much as we like to be all powerful, we don't know as much as the universe. We can't see the bigger picture and how everyone, especially when we're talking about relationships, how everyone else is involved in it. We have no idea. Could be someone that is like perfect for us, but they're on their own unique path at the moment. We're on our own unique path and we just need to do this thing. We both just need to do this one thing on our own paths rather than try and get into relationships, rather than try and find each other. We do these one things on our own paths and it brings us colliding in together. Ace of Wands. Passionate new start. I'm going to read it. I opened it at the Ace of Earth. I love a bit of the Ace of Wands action. All of the aces represent gifts and opportunities. Although the strength of our will is always within us, at times we need a boost. Just when we need it the most, the divine lights a fire and sends a little energy our way. When that happens, our actions are touched with magic, an opportunity to take action. Oh. Still very windy here. Doesn't look it out there now. By the beach, very windy. This massive metal buoy? It's bigger than me. Washed up on the beach. Washed up a few days ago. It's huge. You know, that one of those things that doesn't look like it should float, but of course it does, because it's heavy and metal and big. Reminds me, when I was a little girl, there was a lake, a man-made lake nearby, right next to the beach, and I used to walk around it, and I used to go and feed the geese there. And at the edge of that lake was a sea mine that had been retrieved. You know, when they used to put bombs in the ocean to blow up ships. Kind of reminds me of that. So we used to kick it as kids, wondering if the bomb was still in there, trying to explode ourselves. Forgotten about that. I wonder if they've moved that now. Anyway, Two of Pentacles. Balancing things, weighing up our options, balancing things up, getting to a state of balance. 2 pence. In this deck. I kind of feel like having a croissant. That you know, it's like that coffee's good, making me want to eat, and I'm hungry as well. I've had my breakfast, but I'm losing weight at the moment, so I'm pretty hungry. Ah, fly. Two of Pentacles. By attuning to the elemental energies, we, like this skilled woman, can work with the flow, balancing many tasks with grace and ending up with lovely creations. Oh, she's baking a cake, you see. That's what I said in the energy update today. It's like sometimes we think we're procrastinating, but sometimes we know that we're not ready because we don't have the ingredients. And so we're not sure why we're not sure. We're not sure why we're not sure to do something. But perhaps we didn't have the right ingredients at that time, and maybe we have the right ingredients now. And we can be sure. And the ingredients can be like how we feel about ourselves, our plate being clear, us having learned something and just kind of ready, or that you got the right camera, you know? Something like that. Got the right ingredients now. Just need to kind of keep on going with that flow and staying in balance, which, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling like I've gone out of balance because I'm working all the time now. Even yesterday evening, like working. Once I got back from CrossFit, I ate a big salad and then worked, editing videos and went to bed. Working all day today because I got to do this stuff and then record another video and then edit it and go to CrossFit too, of course. And then boys want to come and swim in my pool with me. Boys. Launch my new channel. Although that might be a Saturday thing. So I'm feeling a little out of balance. Well, perhaps it's just that I'm not that used to working. I'm not that used to working a lot. You see? And here comes the Lovers again. It's down this path, I'm telling you. It's down this path. Perhaps both leveling up, perhaps both needing to prove ourselves in our divinity. Surrendering faith and breathe into the flow. Great to look forward to, absolutely. There's something good coming. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Something good coming. Feel it coming. Chariot, see? Let's read the Chariot, because it's coming. It's movement. Chariot. Unfortunately, I don't have any croissants. I don't think there's anywhere that delivers them either at the moment. The Chariot. The Chariot either has a lot going on or is focused on one large task. The only way she will succeed is to focus, focus, focus. There's no room for distractions or daydreams. Single-minded determination is the key. I love it. Yeah, I mean, that's the energy that manifests. Not like sitting back and dreaming stuff up. It's determination, like, I will do it. And that focus is so important. It's one thing I've got at the moment. I'm not feeling, even though I'm feeling like I've got less balance because I've got less downtime. I did manage to do my nails yesterday, but that was because I was like, my eyes were like from editing. After yesterday, I got up, I went for a walk on the beach, not like my early morning walks on the beach before I work, but a little bit later when the sun was up and all of that. And then I came back here and I just edited. It got to the afternoon and my eyes were like, I need to stop. It was about 1 o'clock and I'm like, I need to stop working. And I sat on the bed relaxing a bit, listening or watching something. And then I think I was listening to something and I thought my nails, because I had nothing on my nails, it had all fallen off and picked off the day before. Waiting for this nail gel to arrive. I'm like, I'll do it, I'll do my nails. And that's when the delivery of this new nail stuff arrived. So my point being, even though it kind of feels out of balance for me, because I'm not used to working so much like that, it is kind of nice because I'm very focused. It's not hard work. I'm not feeling like, oh my God, I wish this was over. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the editing process. It's fun. It's like, what can I add here? Putting like fun sound effects in and stuff like that. It's really fun. I like it, that creative process. So focus. That's weird because I talked about that in the video that I made, which is the first video that will go out on that channel about this focus. The triumph of will in difficult circumstances is the ability to do what needs to be done. Focus, 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 and single-minded determination is the key. And one more card, please. Does anyone want a mini read? If you do, because we'll be finishing very shortly here, you can book in for one of them there. You can book in for them at any time, you know, because I'll do your read at the start of the next live show, which will be on Monday. Doing this weekend. There is a festival at the beach. Could go to that. There is. Oh, I'm launching a new YouTube channel. Yeah, there's that. I wanted to do something tomorrow. What was that? I feel like there's other stuff going on. There's fight night on. Oh, my friends are arriving today. Some Muay Thai friends, and they're fighting on Tuesday night. It's going to be a busy time for me. I don't believe it's that card. You didn't fly out right. What are you doing? Oh, look at that. You know what I'm getting from this? The Ace of Chalices. We've got 2 aces now. The best aces too, right? Ace of Wands and the Ace of Chalices. I like those aces. Ace of Pentacles is kind of good, but it's a little bit boring. What I'm getting from this Ace of Chalices, though, it's like falling in love with something, with your life, perhaps, or with something. Anyway, Ace of Chalices. So falling in love card. And of course, if we're presenting that energy into the world, I'm falling in love with my life, I'm falling in love with this new thing that I'm doing, and that's falling in love energy. That is going to attract love in, right? The gift of divine love is offered. If it's accepted, the loving energy flows through the recipient, enhancing her life. An opportunity for an emotional experience or growth. How cool. So, as usual, I'm going to get cards out now for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Pick apart their energies, see what they're up to. And if anyone wants a mini read, get yourself booked in super, 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 super fast, because we'll be finishing shortly. Just a little bit of a tidy up job here before I go and get those cards. Oh, my hips are a little bit stiff. Probably walking with 8 kilogram weight vest on. It does get heavy toward the end of the walk. I'm like, ugh, there's no way to make this lighter. 8 kilograms, not even that much really. Anyway, Divine Masculine energies. Have some coffee. Okay, Divine Masculine energies. Where's Divine Masculine at the moment? Whee! The sword. Cutting out the darkness. So, something has been getting worse for the Divine Masculine, and they're cutting that out now so that they can have better things going on in their lives. What else? The warrior. They're ready to fight for something, or they could be kind of in a bit of a fighty mood as well. There's a determination here that I'm feeling to cut out some negativity. This could be like anxiety and negativity as well in themselves, and they're like, I'm determined not to let that win this time. The warrior might be a bit of a fight with themselves, but it's a positive fight with themselves. It's a fight with their darkness, because both of those cards have got that darkness and then the rainbows, you know? The darkness and the bright colours. There's a determination about the masculine there. What else? Divine Masculine, please. Whee! The Vassal. This card keeps on coming out for them. What is it? And I never quite know what it is. Why? Why? Why does the Vassal keep on coming out? What's all of that about? Because the Vassal, to me, it's like the maiden card, you know? Feminine. Well, it's Divine Feminine. Feminine in a cup there. It doesn't get any more feminine than that. So what's all that about? Sabotage and decide. Okay. So they're looking at the feminine, but realizing kind of the decisions that they're making. Realizing that they've been sabotaging it. The decisions that they've been making have been sabotaging it, and now they need to make better decisions. How can I explain this? So, say you want a relationship with somebody, and so you make decisions to try and please that person or to try and be with that person, and then you realize that those decisions aren't what's best for yourself. It's like wrong turn kind of thing. It doesn't work out, and it's not best for them too, because you're not going to impress them. You're not going to be enough, right? Because you're coming with things not working out and not in the flow. So there's this feeling like of realization that they've sabotaged things, not on purpose, but they've sabotaged things, and they need to get on with their own path, because that is the path to the feminine anyway. The Mountain, perhaps ways to go yet, long journey ahead of them. The Bardo, wow, the universe is helping them. So the Bardo is the character in the boat that takes you from one world to another world. Often depicted as like the Grim Reaper in that boat, saying, get in my boat because you're dead, kind of thing. I'm taking you off to the other side. But it's like the death card isn't, well, very rarely is about physical death. It's more about a change, a new beginning in our lives. this is the same too. So the universe is helping them out with this transition, like it's leading them there. It's giving them the signs. They're not kind of, this is not a sabotage, but it's certainly something that they need to do. Mountain suggests it's a long path, and the healer, there's healing required. Now, that's something else I said in the energy update today too, is we want our people, our person, anyone around us in fact, to deal with their own shit, to take responsibility for their own shit and their own healing and their own emotions and all of that kind of thing, and not put it on us, not like project it onto us saying it's our fault, but to sort it out themselves. And this is what the masculine is doing. The stuff that's come up for the masculine that they realize is a sabotage, but they were kind of doing it to please the feminine, realize that they can't do that because it's not working out. And now they need to face themselves. Like I was getting with this, they've got a bit of a fight with themselves at the moment, and it could be about anxiety or negative thinking. And they know that they need to clean that up within themselves, heal themselves. And Divine Feminine, what about Divine Feminine? The desert, nothing happening. I'm here. It's parched, there's nobody, there's nothing happening. The Lover, the fault line. Oh. So she's turning it on herself. Why no lover? Is it my fault? What's wrong with me? What is it in me? So Divine Feminine is just so used to taking responsibility of our own shit and healing it, that we can take responsibility of the situation that we find ourselves in and turn it in on ourselves, which isn't, so it's sometimes useful, but it's not always useful. Imagine, because external circumstances need to be right too, and we can't manifest that. So imagine if you're like dreaming up teleportation, and you're like, I'm going to teleport myself somewhere else, and you're like, I'm on it. Like, why isn't this manifesting yet? Why isn't it manifesting yet? Oh, someone else needs to create that, right? So sometimes it's the external circumstances, and then if we start beating ourselves up, like, what's wrong with me that I can't manifest teleportation? Then that's not good. And it's especially true when we're talking about relationships, because it's not even the same as business, right? Because business, I could attract, I can like get manifesting something in my business, say 10 new customers, and those, because it's 10 of billions of people, 10 is easy. Do you know what I mean? You've got many to choose from. When we're talking about relationships, and when we're very specific about who we are and what it is that we want, and divine masculine, divine feminine at a certain level too, that takes a lot of, that's as rare as teleportation. Let's put it that way. Hopefully not as rare as teleportation. But yeah, anyway, just turn it in on herself. The desert, what's wrong with me? Is it my fault? Not necessarily beating yourself up about it, but still like, what haven't I done? What do I need to heal? What new decisions do I need to be making? That kind of thing. The box could be labeling yourself as something as well. So there could be a definition that you've got of yourself, divine feminines, that might be hindering you. So a label that we put on ourselves, that the boxes we put ourselves in. You might want to just change your mind about that label, because we can't, what we believe about ourselves is the most important thing in our way, or helping us to manifest what it is that we want in our lives, because we've got confirmation bias, meaning whatever we believe about ourselves and about the world around us is what we're going to see. We won't see the things that are outside of those beliefs. We just won't see it. And so it's important how you are viewing yourself at the moment, divine feminine. especially not beating yourself up about stuff. Something is hanging on by a thread, and this could be some self-esteem issues or beliefs about yourself. It's still hanging on by a thread, so more healing work to do, Divine Feminines, if that's your story there. I don't know whether we'll ever be like fully confident, fully self-esteemy. The sun is up and over the hill and shining in my window. Yeah, I don't know whether we'll ever be have full self-esteem. It might always be, you know, perhaps something that causes us a lack of self-esteem, something that causes us to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, you know. It's a healthy thing, a healthy ego thing to be a little bit unsure of ourselves, right? Just a little bit, not much. The prayer. Nice. So connecting in and praying for what it is that you want. That's more that surrender that we've been talking about, right? Surrender in faith and breathe into the flow, like Linda said. That's what this is, and praying for what it is that you want. So it's like, okay, universe, you take over. You got this. I'll go with the flow. Nice. Yes, different energies here. Not a time to be getting together. But in the tarot cards, the lovers came out, so it is down that path. It is down this path that we're on, for sure. There you go, that's what I've got. Thanks everyone for coming along. I will be putting out a pick a card read this evening, so check that out on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to click like on this video, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, I've got those 2 drawers as well for free private reading with me, worth 160 Australian dollars each month. How to enter is be a subscriber to my channel, click like on a video and leave a comment. And the live comments what's the word? The live, they don't include, they aren't included, the live comments, because they kind of go away. I can only do it like, because it's easy for me on my YouTube channel to like look at all the comments that have been in the month and then know the number of that and then, you know, do a random number thing. But the live comments aren't included in that. You can comment on this live show like after it's been live, and those comments will be included anyway. Perhaps too much detail there. But the other prize draw, again, is for a private reading with me, and you can get that. You can get an entry into that by purchasing a deeper dive, one of those extended readings in my pick a card reads. And the pick a card read for today will be, how does your person feel about you at the moment? So check that out on my YouTube channel later. Thanks Linda, thanks Sarah, thanks everyone for coming along. Any mini reads that are booked now will be done in Monday's show. Let's do this all over again in 3 days' time. So have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Do check out my new channel, Hey Claire, which will be popping up in YouTube land this weekend at some point. I'll put it out on my social media, which is, there's a group here. You can join our group if you want. That's our group. There is a, how do I get to my page? My page. I don't want to be that page. Here it is. There's a page here. I'll put it out there too. Where else? Instagram. Oh, I'm not putting all of that in here. You can find the links on my social media anyway for all of that. Thanks everyone for coming along, and I will have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye.